Well, social media can be a great place for information, but it can also be filled with a lot of misinformation that can be harmful. A great example of that is how to lose a lot of weight quickly. And with summer just a few months away, we know those type of videos are going to start blowing up.
Yeah, we do. So this morning we are on your side with Briana Davis and Taylor Duncan from USC's Behavioral Eating and Research Lab to talk about healthy weight loss options. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
All right, now first things first, let's go ahead and knock out some of this misinformation. Can you talk about the dangers of these fad diets that we're seeing pop up all the time?
And one of the problems with fad diets is that they really promise you a quick fix. Okay, there's nothing that really can sustain over time. And so one of the things they also do is exclude certain food groups. So that prevents us from getting certain nutrients and vitamins and minerals in our diet that we really need. So that's nothing that we want to do, and then we get yo-yo dieting. So we gain weight, we lose weight, we feel bad, then we lose weight and gain weight again, and it's just a vicious cycle. So we don't recommend fad diets in any way. Our program DG3D is really focusing on helping people develop healthy eating patterns, a variety of foods, healthy foods that can help us sustain weight over time.
Well, you talk about, healthy living and healthy eating. So what are some ways that we can improve our nutrition?
Well, some of the things that you can do in order to improve your nutrition are going to be doing different things like incorporating whole foods into your diet. So one of the main things that I recommend with all of our participants is eating from the rainbow. So you can see here we have an assortment of fruits and vegetables that we recommend to our participants. That's going to make sure that you're hitting all of those components listed on the food pyramid. Other things that we recommend in terms of improving your nutrition is limiting your intake of sugary foods, things that are high in trans fat and saturated fat, because those are going to be the things that make that weight stick. So the main things that you want to look out for are improving your intake of fruits and vegetables and reducing all of those sugary sweets.
Now, I also want to talk about how many times you're supposed to eat a day. I've heard about intermittent fasting. I've heard about eating one meal. I've heard about eating 10 meals a day. So what is really the healthy way to look at how many times you should be eating?
Well, what we do in our program in DG3D is to really help people focus on tuning into your hunger. Sometimes when you feel hungry, you may just be dehydrated, so you want to drink water. And other times you just need to eat enough to feel full. So we want people to get in tune to their bodies and make sure that they're not just eating because the food is there, but just when they're really hungry, and then obviously to make sure that they're getting enough water in their diets to keep them full, and to, make sure that they're not focusing so much on how many times a day, but just the hunger part of it.
Yeah, and also just eating the rainbow, which is what I really like too. But this is also a big thing. Are carbs a problem? Are they bad for us?
Not all carbs are bad,
Okay.
and so that's one of the myths
That's
that
good.
are out there, right? Okay.
Thank you so much.
Not all carbs are created equal. One of the things that people forget to think about is that fiber is one of the things that is an essential nutrient, and it's only found in foods with carbohydrates. Sweet potatoes, quinoa, oats, those are things that are really good, and they have fiber and they have carbohydrates. So that's something that we want to increase intake of, but just know that all carbohydrates are not bad.
That's such good information there. Briana, Taylor, we thank you so much for joining us, not only telling us about how we can have a healthy way of going about our relationship with food, but also to the dangers of those fad diets. Now you can learn more about them by visiting USC's website and checking out the Bree Labs. We'll also put this interview on our website, WLTX.com.